Hi, Don's fans. I'm here with one of our USF great alumni from volleyball. She was a libero. We've got Becky Kopilovitch. She's from Israel. Hello. Thank you for being here, Becky.
Yeah.
Becky, what's great about you is you actually served 2 years in the Israeli army right out of high school. Then you come to USF to play volleyball. 2011 All West Coast Conference freshman team. You were the 2012 All WCC Co-Defensive Player of the Year, All WCC Honorable Mention, WCC All Academic. You were the 2013-14 Capital One Academic All District Women's Volleyball Team. You were also a pioneer. You were on the first sand volleyball team in 2013, played also a 2014 season. You picked up wins against number 6 UCLA, St. Mary's, Sacramento State, Cal Poly, Santa Clara, the list goes on. You had a tremendous 4 years at USF. Let's just pick it up from there, Becky. You, after graduation, you go and you play on the Israeli national team, and you also play pro for a good 5 to 6 years in Israel. Just talk a little bit about that and that experience.
After graduation, as you said, I just wanted to keep playing volleyball. I mean, I still had it in me. I came back to Israel and I started playing for a pro team. And then I just realized that's not enough for me and I want to play more and on a higher level. So I joined the national team. And I mean, part of the best experiences of being on the national team is the high level of competition, but also traveling around the world and playing with all these different teams. And I mean, one of the great experiences I think we had was Japan. We were there for 10 days and we played against them and got to know them and the culture, and it was just so different and pretty amazing.
So Becky, right after volleyball, you then go to Boston for 3 months to be part of this fellowship where Palestinians and Israelis come together. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was looking for something to turn the corner right out of volleyball, and I thought this was a great opportunity. It's called OGS, Our Generation Speaks, and it's for 15 Israelis and 15 Palestinians that come together for 3 months, and in small teams of 2, 3, or 4 people, try to create a high-impact venture that then all of us go back to the region, either Israel or Palestine, and the groups try to start what we've been working on for 3 months. But it was just an amazing experience.
Well, an amazing experience. What was one of the top things that you took away from it?
I think probably what I most enjoyed was just getting to know people of what we call the other side. So like, who are these Palestinians that everybody talks about? And I mean, they had the same experience towards us Israelis. And I mean, it was a very intense program and we slept together, ate together, were in classes together, everything was everybody together. And on the one hand, we had all the challenges and difficulties and hard conversations and all the things that are really interesting to be a part of. And on the other hand, it was just so simple to put on music every evening right outside the dorms and just go out and dance or talk or hang out. And it was just like this mush of feelings and experiences. And it was just like amazing.
Oh, that sounds awesome. One of the pillars at USF is community, giving back. And that's something that you've been doing in Israel for, a very long time. In fact, you started with this organization, you started helping about 2 years ago. And how great is it that you were already involved when COVID hit? So tell me just a little bit about what you're doing for the community right now.
So 2 years ago, I started visiting a grandma with a friend. We adopted her, she adopted us, doesn't really matter, but we just enjoy spending time together. And now that we have COVID, we can't see her, obviously. So this amazing nonprofit also has a WhatsApp group that is It goes year round, and it's just to help old people in general for the smallest thing, like George from this and this street needs help with changing his light bulb or something like that. Or Tracy can't get Skype working. Can someone help her? Or can't turn her computer on, or it doesn't matter. Like, and shopping. And so during COVID, obviously all these, we can't go into people's houses, not at all, but everything transferred to like grocery shopping and pharmacy and hot food. So like I'm not a good cook, but I have good friends that one of them is a chef, and somehow we found someone who was in need of like hot meals. So we turned it out, and he made by now probably like 50 or 60 meals that we could just take over to people.
Well, and you had told me before that Israel is, people are on lockdown. I mean, you have to have a permit to go to a pharmacy, or, you can only go to the grocery store. You were talking about you can only walk 100 yards outside of your house. And if you get caught, you could get a misdemeanor. So, just talk a little bit about that.
So actually just the other day I was I was hearing, not really yelling, but kind of noise outside of the window. And of course I went to peek what it is. And we kind of have a small park right outside our apartment. And two girls, I don't know what happened before I got there, but two girls actually got a fine, probably for being out, not near their homes. But yeah, you're only allowed to go 100 yards or to grocery shopping. And you're not allowed to do workout outside. You're not allowed. We're basically on lockdown, especially now during the holiday that they were afraid that people will go to visit family. Now it's total lockdown. So in Israel now there's all the supermarkets are out of eggs. Okay, and this is the holidays. You need eggs for Passover to bake and to cook and for everything. I know in America, toilet paper is the problem. So here, everybody has toilet paper. Everything's fine. We're just missing eggs.
Yeah. And, yesterday was really special with Passover. And, you were telling me that you were going to get on Zoom with everybody. You've got people from Scottsdale, Arizona, to New York, to California, to Israel. Everybody was in different time zones, but you made it happen. Talk about how special that was.
It was special, and it was terrible singing, and everybody was off tone. But it was a lot of fun. And it's the first time I made matzah balls, if you know what that is. It's traditional food, so I just got up another level. And it was really fun just to be with everyone. Obviously, we've never done it before, and my aunt from Irvine was supposed to be in Israel for Passover, which obviously didn't happen. And that's how the idea came up. But you should just Zoom in. And then all of a sudden the whole family was on. So that was fun.